And this is my beautiful husband, David, who is helping the soundboard run. He's shy. We won't refer to him again after this. Welcome to the panel. Wow, there's a lot of you here. Thank you for coming. This panel, up until recently, was called Filking 101. I've run it before, but nobody knew what filking was. So we didn't get a lot of attendance, so we changed the name. But my stage name is Filk Aeris, and what I do is technically filking. So before we get started, I'm just going to run a couple questions about what filk actually is. So, is anyone here a fan of Weird Al Yankovic? Yes, excellent. Great guy, one of my idols. And he does a lot of different song parodies, but only some of them can be categorized as filks.
Whoa. Don't. Someone's turning off the lights.
It's not his fault, yeah. I'm going to keep asking while we do this. Can somebody figure out where the light switch is and try to fix that? Yes, thank you. Oh, Berlin, wonderful. Are you guys coming to the pro bending tournament tomorrow? Yeah. Excellent. See you there. I'm running that. For example, the song My Baloney is by Weird Al, and it is a song parody, but it's not technically a filk. And the reason for that is that filking is, for a loose definition, song parodies written about fanish things. So since there is no baloney fandom, although it'd be great if there was, I mean, I'd love to see some baloney cosplay sometime, but since there is, as far as I know, no baloney fandom, My Baloney is not filk. But what about the song The Saga Begins? Which is about Star Wars. Is that a filk?
Yes.
Yes, that is definitely a filk. It's about a very fanish subject, and so it counts as a filk. What about the song White and Nerdy, though?
Nope.
Is that a filk? Actually, yes. White and Nerdy is a filk because although it's not about a specific fandom, it is definitely about fanish things. He talks about being a Star Trek fan and about constantly editing articles on Wikipedia and other things that a member of geek culture would instantly understand and go, yeah, me too. So it counts as a filk. So with that intro into a general idea of what filking is, do you guys mind if I sing a few songs for you? All right. So the first filk that I ever wrote was a song parody of Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot. I was 18, I was young. And it was about Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. And it's not a perfect song, lyrically speaking, but it's still a lot of fun, and really the most important part about filking is getting out there and having fun with other fans. So although it's not a perfect song, I still love performing it, and I'd like to perform it for you. It starts out with a spoken patter. Oh my gosh, Tifa, look at that sword. It is so big. He looks like one of those fangirl magnets. Who understands those fangirls? They only talk to him because he looks like a total Bishonen, okay? I mean, that sword is just so big. I can't believe it's just so long and out there. It's awesome. Look, he's just so stacked. I like Cloud Strife and I cannot lie. You gamer girls can't deny that when Cloud walks in with a buster on his shoulder and his muscles built like boulders, you drool. He's the essence of cool and his moves are pure old school. So fine in the duds he's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh, bitchy, I want to get with ya and draw your picture. My girlfriend's tried to warn me, but that sword you got, it's the size of Milwaukee. Ooh, he's got such smooth moves. When he's in a monster killing mood, he whacks them, attacks them, racks up the EXP while he smacks them. Hair striped and yellow, eyes blue and mellow. He's fine, divine, and I'm wishing he was mine, all mine. I'm tired of newbie jerks saying Titus has the works. Sure, the guy's kinda cute with his hair like glue, but he whines like a 3-year-old. So fellas, do you wish you could be like Cloud? Well, too bad, so sad. There's only one allowed. He's laying down the smack. Laying down the smack. I know he once cross-dressed, but he's still the best. He back on that sword and he's battling Shinra. He'll toss him up like pasta. When his mithril saber goes Blade beam! I ain't talking about daggers, I'm talking about a 6-foot iron slaver. He used to look like a koosh doll, cause those old graphics sucked. But now the advent of we can overthrow eyeballs pop. So I'm looking at Zidane Tribal, got a funny looking tail giving chicks the eyeball. You can keep that monkey, he's just a little too funky. A word to the small fry Sora, I told you short cause I don't want to bore ya. He fought Cloud in a duel, got to hear him go whoa! Till the break of dawn. Cloud had it going on, till he got his sword stuck in the ground. So I guess my only question's, why do you let an 8th grader win? Cause he's rough, and he's tough. Must have been all that Aeris fluff. So ladies, as Cloud strikes rock your world, then turn it on. Try and play. Even Moogle's got to say he's laying down the smack. Laying down the smack. Yeah, baby. When it comes to Bishonen, Clamp ain't got nothing to do with my selection. Long, flowy hair and goofy earrings? Only if he's Edgar. For a long time, fans have wondered if Squall steals from Cloud's thunder. But thanks to Kingdom Hearts, we don't have to wonder, cause that game made it clear as glass that Cloud could kick Squall's gunblade. You can try hard edge or nail bat, but please don't lose that sword. Some gamers want to play the tough guy and tell you 97 games ain't fly, so they toss him and leave him. But I pull up quick to retrieve him. So Fighter got there first, but his graphics are the worst. Cause your face is pretty and your sword kicks butt, and you got me going nuts. To the fangirls following cartoon guys, I ain't missing a thing. Give me Cloud, I can't resist him. Those Shinra goons did miss him. Then Sephiroth tried to diss. World Destruction's on his list. He had Cloud, but he tried to kill him. Cloud be ripping off the man's one wing. So ladies, if your heart just soars, when you think about the merch being yours, dial 1-900 Avalanche and try to make the catch. He's laying on the smack. Laying down the smack. Nibbleham face the Midgar booty. Nibbleham face the Midgar booty. Nibbleham face the Midgar booty. He's got a Nibbleham face with the Midgar booty. Top that, Tifa. That's coming up next.
Oh my goodness.
It doesn't actually go that fast for the whole thing, thank God. So that was the first song I ever wrote as a Filk, and I performed it at the karaoke contest in Sakuracon and won first place. Consequently, I think they changed the rules so you couldn't do Filks in the karaoke contest anymore, which is fair. I mean, it was really a very different thing that I was doing from what other contestants were doing. They were showing their vocal skills, and I was showing off, hey, I can rap. A song that I wrote myself, you know, it's not really fair. But yeah, I really liked it, the audience was great, and so I've kept filking ever since. That particular song was written to the tune of a very modern song, at least at the time. But not all filks have to be set to modern songs. In fact, a really fun genre to go to for song parodies. Hi, people back at the door, come on in, there's a lot of seats still free up here if you want to come sit down. People sitting at the back too, feel free to come up. Yeah. But yeah, a really fun genre to go to for song parodies is musical theater, actually. These are songs that are meant to have a lot of patter and a lot of fun lyrics and to be sung to an audience live, and they can be a lot of fun to do as song parodies. So appropriately for what I'm wearing, sort of, I wrote a song to the Gilbert and Sullivan song, I Am the Very Model of a Modern Major General.
Yeah.
Which I try not to completely die of asphyxiation every time I sing it. But it is about Full Metal Alchemist, and it is called I Am the Very Model of a Modern Metal Alchemist. So, here we go. Deep breaths. Thank you. I am the very model of a modern metal alchemist. minister, master of disaster, and a genius of a scientist. I'll take on anyone who ever has or ever will exist. Bring up my lack of inches and I'll introduce you to my fist. But after all, though I'm not tall, the ladies simply can't resist. I've saw so many fangirls that their names are on a waiting list. The message boards can hardly hold the weight of all their platitudes. Which proves that simple longitude is peanuts next to attitude. Which proves that simple longitude is peanuts next to attitude. Which proves that simple longitude is peanuts next to attitude. Which proves that simple longitude is peanuts next to attitude. And someday when I'm taller than my flame-loving superior, I'll march right up and kick him in his uniform posterior. A monkey-face manipulating military strategist just can't compare to someone like a modern metal alchemist. A monkey-face manipulating military strategist just can't compare to someone like a modern metal alchemist. For since my early childhood, I've immersed myself in alchemy. I've studied every diagram and practiced circle symmetry. The periodic table was the Bible of my chemistry. With names so long and tangled, they'd be killer in a spelling bee. But though our careful planning cost us everything we had to give, I swore to help my brother live the life that he was meant to live. The stone of the philosophers will bring us back our hope and joy. And never mind the stories of that irritating Potter boy. And never mind the stories of that irritating Potter boy. And never mind the stories of that irritating Potter boy. And never mind the stories of that irritating Potter boy. For although he says the armor's good for catching kittens while he walks, I can't consign my brother to a lifetime as a litter box. And so I'll keep on studying. I know the answer must exist, for I'm the very model of a modern metal alchemist. And so I'll keep on studying. I know the answer must exist, for I'm the very model of a modern metal alchemist. They titled me Full Metal cause they knew that I was tough as nails. And I've got every ounce of all the bronze and guts the name entails. I've battled every twisted schmuck who tried to take a shot at us. From chimera and terrorists to zombies and homunculus. And someday when the thought of milk won't tie my stomach in a knot. When I no longer panic at the mention of a booster shot. When I'm not scared to death of my own automail mechanic's rage. You'll say a braver alchemist was never born in any age. You'll say a braver alchemist was never born in any age. You'll say a braver alchemist was never born in any age. You'll say a braver alchemist was never born in any age. Because Winry may be pretty, but she's touchier than rocket fuel. And if she hears I said that, she'll impale me on a power tool. So now I'll say goodbye and run, but just in case my point was missed, I am the very model of a modern metal alchemist. So now I'll say goodbye and run, but just in case my point was missed, I am the very model of a modern metal alchemist.